Hey friends, it is Andrea from Reselling to Freedom. Welcome back to the truck. You have been on my journey with our auction since the very beginning, and you've also learned I'm kind of funny. I'm really kind of goofy, and I try to keep things lighthearted. Unfortunately, that is not what this video is going to be about. I'm going to try to not cry. No promises. We got a call last night at around 9 o'clock from the man that owns the building that we rent from, that the building was on fire. So we raced over there, and it is indeed on fire. We couldn't get in, couldn't see anything. There were probably 5 neighboring towns that had their fire trucks out. It had started around 8:30. We got there at 10 after 9. We stayed for a little while. We couldn't do anything. They wouldn't let us in. Part of the corner of it was still on fire. They haven't said what started it. They didn't say anything. All of the firemen and ladies were absolutely wonderful. So I'm heading there now. We've made Facebook posts. I've gotten text messages from customers. The text messages, the Facebook call messages, the emails, the calls I've gotten from everyone is fantastic. Well, I just pulled up to the building. The neighbor on the other side was out, so I stopped to talk to them for a minute because they actually got the call that it was their building on fire. So they're literally like we share the parking lot with them. So I just got here now. My old front door, which you guys have seen a million times, which I don't really use that often unless it's cool enough for a breeze. You can see smoke damage on the awning. I will show you guys. There's glass all over the ground. The doors are completely boarded up. My doors that I now use all the time are just full of soot. Like, I don't know, I'm probably 30 feet. And when I was talking to him, you can just smell all of the smoke. I have not been inside yet. The other people that use part of the corner building, they can't get in because it's solid wood, so they don't know how they're going to. And actually, I want to go down there. There's a pile of water. I want to check that out. I have extra clothes with me. I have garbage bags. I have my rain boots. I don't know what I'm walking into other than the one picture I got this morning, which was, it's dark out. It was 1 in the morning, so you really couldn't see much, but garbage. And I think Polly might have made it in there. I don't know. She might need a bath if she's still intact, but I'm probably gonna, let's be honest here, I'm gonna cry all day. So let's open the door, see what we're working with, and go from there. This is not how I planned. Today's video was going to be, we're getting 6 pallets of Christmas stuff from Macy's. Well, I called it canceled that because I don't have anywhere to put it. I do have a plan for that, but I definitely can't put it inside because it's just gonna smell like smoke, and it's Christmas. So nobody wants a Christmas tree that smells like smoke. And I don't like the smell of smoke. I've got stuff all over the truck here today, so let's go inside and I'll take you guys with me and see how it goes. Oh man, and I just thought of it. Me and one of my girls always use a roll of toilet paper to blow our nose when it's cold in winter or when our allergies is really bad. And where our toilet paper was, it's gonna be gone. I should have brought a roll of toilet paper with me. All right, let's head inside. I don't know how much work I'll actually be able to get done. The second I open the door, it just it smells so bad. There's water all over. On this side, I was actually expecting it to look worse. Don't get me wrong, it looks terrible. There's a fire alarm, smoke detector or something still going off in there, so I can hear like the high-pitched whine, but it smells so bad. There is cracks on my glass from above the door. I don't know what that is hanging down. Oh, that might be before we were here, God, years ago, because I even went here when it was a gym. They left their signs on the wall, and I didn't care. They took them down. I think that might be part of the sign. Let me take you closer. But you really can't see anything. Soot there, water there. I don't know what that is, but it's smoke filled. I don't know if I should go in there today. Oh, some of my shelves are coming down. Look at all that soot. Oh, those are, oh, maybe that's what it is. Those were plastic, like key holders. I don't know. I gotta evaluate my plan for the day. Oh, you can see the walls up there too. Okay, well, I learned that is the exit sign I hit my head on. So I have been in and out a few times. It's too dark for me to really have the camera, but I did just find a flashlight. The neighbor's been over a couple times. I'm already filthy. You know, once you get the smell of smoke on you, it sticks. I stink. I'm filthy. I'm gonna try to clean a little bit, I think. Everything's still dripping. There's water everywhere. I'm gonna take this flashlight because when I was walking up and down the aisles, I remembered this flashlight and it was completely wrapped in plastic and fine. So I opened it up and it works. So I'm gonna go back in there and it smells so strong. I don't wanna keep breathing that smell in. So I'm debating. I have to make a few more phone calls, but I will take you guys inside. We're inside. We're gonna go in the hallway. I have my flashlight. I have my phone tucked in my pants. I'm waiting for phone calls. I have my other phone there. Let me spin you around and show you how bad it is. I'll give you a little tour. Okay. Front door there. Cracks, melted sign. One walkway. Melted rooms. This walkway, more melted stuff. And it smells like smoke. Oh, my rack's falling down. All right, let's go down here. Walk carefully. I've been in and out maybe 4 or 5 times now. Keep getting drips on. This pallet I hadn't even touched yet. That pallet I hadn't touched yet. I had a friend, their kids are going to college. I had those couches back there. They were gonna come check them out. Not anymore. I hadn't even thought of Betty. Betty looks to be intact. That's our cart. Frank's grandpa looks okay. Refrigerator. I just plugged that in. Fridge is still good. All right, now this is the bad side. Let me flip my light here. Give you guys a view. Okay, to the left behind that orange rack was our hallway. That is a light that came down. See, I've been in and out enough time. I'm not gonna cry this time. So that was our old door, our old front door. Polly did not make it. Polly was sitting on top of that shelf. But it's pretty bad. But our Kleenex, look at all our Kleenex survived. Got some water there. Oh, we got some ceiling tiles down there. Looks like one stuck on a set of blinds. Hallway. There. I thought I heard the dock door open, but I don't think so. I don't see any light. But I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Look at that. This is not how I planned to spend my Tuesday. And heck, I still don't have a plan. Well, this is what we're working with. I have to take everything out that hallway, out that door, because I can't go out that one. So, I'll keep you guys posted. I tried to use that flashlight there. It didn't work, which is when I thought of this one. Beginning of day 2, I really wasn't allowed to do much yesterday. I spent most of the day with all the different departments of the fire department. I had to answer a bunch of questions. We walked to the building. They were doing their investigation, and while they were doing that, I couldn't do anything. So yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock, they gave me the green light and I could start clearing everything out. So right in the middle of my, not that you can tell, my walkway here, my front doors are behind me, or behind you guys. I started sweeping out the water and I was just pushing it out so I wouldn't be just walking through puddle. And one of the guys came back in, he's like, you might want to hold off on that. They have a drone that was looking at the roof to make sure everything was okay. And it also has like infrared readings on it, and there was a hot spot. So they called the fire department, fire truck back out and sprayed down the corner of the hose. So I was like, well, I can't do much. When I left, they had the door propped open still, and I just asked them if they would close it, and one of the guys called me, and I came back and I locked it. But if I'm not laughing, I'm crying. If I'm not crying, I'm laughing. So far, it's probably 9:30. I have not cried yet today, but the day is young. I might be able to get a dumpster here today. Still working on that. I have a few customers who want to look at their stuff to see if they can use it. Like the cardboard is stinky, but I have somebody on their way that wants to look at, like, it's a cap that treads. You just put on top of your stairs, like going upstairs or downstairs. So they're gonna go look at that. I have that in the grass outside. So the things that I have cleared out so far, I have a roll of contractor garbage bags with me, paper towels. I should have a mask on, but I'm not going that far. There's a hot spot kind of in the middle that they told me to leave until if they need to come back to look at it, because I needed to do some stuff in the office. I've got plenty of other work I can do. I think I sound like a giant firework. I have showered twice. I've washed my hair twice, but that smell just like sticks. So this was my table. I think that's my next goal. I cleared off all of the papers and stuff that I had on it. I had bought one of the girls' cookies last week. Just tossed those in the garbage. They're extra baked cookies, I guess, at this point. All this water I'm going to toss in the bucket, throw it in the grass. That way I have something I can put stuff on. That way I can look at, like, I know this customer was looking at something today. It's a funny story. When I walked in yesterday, I was like, I hear a fire alarm, smoke detector going off, and I couldn't figure it out. And one of the neighboring guys was over here with me, and we found it. It was from our auction, a smoke alarm that would not shut off. We couldn't, like, press the button, so we literally threw it on the ground because we couldn't get it to stop going off, which I'm like, well, it works. And all of my stickers on everything, you guys don't have labels for everything. All of our shelves have location numbers. All of our stickers are labeled. Well, our stickers are completely gray. It's nice that I'm kind of weirdly organized. So each row in each shelf has a location. Like this is 223 and this is 224. And all of my invoices I have written on their locations. And because I'm so picky, I like pictures of the entire item within each listing. So I was just looking up a standard can light and like, oh, I don't remember what it looked like. I can't look at the stickers, which I've been doing for the past year and a half. So I look it up in our inventory app. I'm like, oh, there it is, to make it easier, because in my haste, I can't remember what anything is. So I think next up, I'm gonna take my brown chair outside. I wonder if I can clean that, get like a green machine. It's not burned, it's just wet and stinky. Soaked. I'm gonna take that outside. It's sunny, it's a little cooler today. I'm gonna cut down that exit sign that I keep running into. I can do some stuff, but I can't take anything to a dumpster yet because I don't have one. So I'm gonna sort through the customer pickup and get a hold of people I've already talked to see what they want. Some people I know want to look at their stuff. Some people probably aren't gonna care. But I think that's today's plan. Well, they always said running your own business was hard. Boy, were they not kidding. See, the waterworks. So think about coming through. Last year and a half has been hard, but great. Just got a little more complicated. So I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, we're heading towards the end of day 2. It's really hard for me to record inside because it's so dark. I am filthy. I have a spray bottle of like an all-purpose cleaner. I have washed my hands a dozen times. When I went home earlier to let the dogs out for like a lunch break, and then I needed a break, I took off my shoes in my driveway and my socks, put on new socks, but I left because they were wet. My feet are completely soaked from walking through the puddles at the end. I've always joked around that we wanted to have like curbside pickup through like an app down the road. I still have had customers pick up their stuff today. A lot of them have seen our Facebook posts, they've called me. I just had somebody call me just to check on me, not to ask about her stuff, just to see how I'm doing. We have amazing customers. So I have somebody else who should be here pretty soon. And I have all of their stuff right there, just sitting at the end of the sidewalk. She knew we had a fire. She knew some of the stuff was wet. She actually has had a house fire in the past, so she totally gets it. But I took everything apart. I wiped everything down. I'm supposed to have one other person come by. Her stuff is there. Same thing. I wiped it all down. I have rolls of paper towel with me. Fun fact, Home Depot rolls of paper towel that are $1 are like Bounty. Highly recommend those. But I have been cleaning and rearranging and just making piles of stuff. Dumpster should be here tomorrow. I don't have a time just yet, but they know where to put it. It's gonna be by the other door. So let me see if I can take you on a tour inside end of day 2. I have not officially cried today, which is saying a lot compared to yesterday, because I don't know if you guys can see these bags in the camera. Yesterday was pretty rough. I had a few people get me close. I had the 2 guys that came in this morning, gave me hugs a bunch of times and how bad they felt for me. They were gonna stay and hang out and work with me, and I'm like, those almost started the waterworks. Somebody else called me and like, oh golly. Let me see if I can set up some lights inside and take you that way. This will show you how hot it got in here. So my banquet table is curled on the end. I had one on the other side where my old customer pickup was. The plastic part is completely gone. Down my walkway in the middle, I have my one leak there. I just dumped out a bucket of water. The sprinkler heads down at the end are still spewing out water. So one thing that did not get burned at all, I look like a Star Wars. Under that shelf are plastic 5-gallon buckets, which are totally fine. So I have been placing those under some of the leaks, except joke's on me. When I picked up that one, sprayed myself all over my face with water. So let me see if I can get some light over here. I now have a path here. I have a slight path to the door, and I have a pile of like scrap metal, like all of the shelves, some of the stuff from the ceiling. So there's one bucket there, but it's hitting too much stuff on the way down to make like a straight stream. Now the one on this back wall, I should have timed it. I probably put it under there less than 10 minutes ago. So let's go down there and see how full it is. Okay, and from here, I can see that the orange bucket down there is full. That's how much water is coming in still. And I have that back where the light is behind me. It's a fire door, so I have that open. I was just brooming piles of water out that way. But apparently, it's not gonna do any good. So that's the end of my hallway. This, if you guys can remember from previous videos, is where we keep all the big stuff. So behind me this way is where our old door was. So when they drop off the dumpster, they're gonna put it right outside there. Since most of the damage and the garbage is here, there are screws holding up that piece of wood. So I'm just gonna unscrew those, lay them down flat, and then haul all this garbage out, which is why I'm trying to put it in piles. It's kind of hard now because there's just too much stuff for me to just push in piles and know where to put it. Down my Christmas corner down there, I do see one of the boxes that have fallen over in the last 10 minutes that I've been down there. But there's stuff everywhere. And it's funny to me, some of the things that did not burn and some of the things that did. Like I had a set of Husky wrenches and sockets on the table where I'm sitting. Some are kind of seared, and I have found ones under piles of water that are fine. There was a bright orange kayak that was right here. I cannot find a single speck of orange. Polly, who was sitting up there, she didn't make it, guys. We'll need a new mascot. Well, that's everything. There's just piles of dirt. I haven't made it down the hallway, but yesterday, I didn't even try today. And there's just piles of stuff everywhere. So let's go back down this way here. Oh yeah, my socks, they're squishy. Frank's grandpa, I thought he made it. That was our favorite cart to use. But after looking at it a little closer today, he might be a little singed. I'll have to see, but I have like 2 garbage bags here. I have 2 behind me. I have 2 by the door. I have 2 on the corner. I don't think it's supposed to rain, so I could probably just set those outside until tomorrow. I don't always in a hurry, and I made them really, really heavy, and I only filled them like 1/3 of the way through. I do have my dolly still. She made it through everything, and my other 2 furniture dollies, Frank and Frank Jr. I know where Frank is. I don't know where Junior went. He might be toast. He's like $12.99 from Harbor Freight. I can go get another one. It was actually surprising to me how many people still want their stuff and they're not worried about it. And it's sunny outside, so I set everything in the grass and let it air out. And for the most part, the stuff I took out, since it was on this side and the fire was over there, I mean, it's awful, but it's not as awful. A lot of the tile on this side is okay. I'll just have to clean it. We did end up canceling and pulling down our entire current auction, so that's better because I don't know what's good, what's what. And some of the stuff we didn't finish moving over because it was Monday, and that stuff is behind me on Frank's grandpa. So that stuff is completely buried, and I had a miscellaneous box of just small random things that weren't selling, so I just made a box out of it. And I can see that the like thin plastic, it was like a Sterilite tote. It's just caved in, so that's garbage. I mean, some of that stuff was kind of crummy anyway, but you never know. Like a single doorknob, somebody might want that. But I think that might be it for today. I will come back with updates. You guys, being a business owner is exhausting. See, here come the waterworks. You guys, thanks for coming along. I will keep you guys posted. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you next time.